Hello, today I'm going to talk about the tier list of SoulWorker. In my opinion, none of the SoulWorkers is better than the other. It just all depends on your playstyle and what you like to do, what you like to play. But for me, I think that whoever you can grind with the most or enjoy the most is the one that you should pick. I think that's why we have 8 slots so that we can make one of each SoulWorkers. I can only speak for Chi and Haru because those are the only 2 characters that I maxed and have some experience on. And also Irwin, which I level 55 on Gameforge servers before it got shut down. Every other SoulWorkers I don't know nothing about. I'll provide a link below to someone who knows a lot more than me, and that might help you choose which SoulWorker you should play or main. First is Haru. I started with Chi in the global servers. I didn't know anything or how to play her at all. And she's a new character for me because I quit the Gameforge one after reaching level 55. Haru reminds me of Kirito after advancement, and I really enjoyed how she plays. I don't have to think a lot compared to Chi on how to cycle my skills. It's just really fun to play and it's easy to grind. I even got to grind the brilliant title that I thought was tedious, which it is 80 runs of the same manic quest over and over, and I can do that with Haru, but I don't think I could have done that with Chi. So for me, she goes in the S because Haru is my favorite. I also like her yandere laugh when she gets her desire worker. Equalizer. Erwin. He was the first character that I played in the Gameforge servers, and I really enjoyed Irwin, especially once he gets his cannons. Nothing will kill you once you're in the animation of that, with some exceptions of course. I really thought he was long range before, but actually he's basically smacking people with his gun. But he's also enjoyable for me. I don't see much Irwins in the global servers. I see a lot of Cheese and Epnels, but for me Irwin is also an S+. Lily. Back when there was only 4 characters in Gameforge servers, she was deemed as the crit master from what I've heard. I've never played her, but I've seen a lot of people do crazy things with her. But since she's cute, I'll put her to S+ as well. Lily means enjoy her, so she deserves an S+. Stella, the token lowly. I think she's the only actual buffer role in the game, and I don't see her much in game at all either. It's always Fnil and Chi. But she's a good girl, so she deserves an S+ as well. Jin. Multiple times I've been carried by Jin, and they're always the first or the second in the list, in the end screen where it shows you who did the most damage. I think that's how it's ordered from top to bottom. But yeah, since a lot of Jins carried me, or multiple Jins have carried me, he deserves an S+. Iris. I don't see her a lot either, but I heard she's also a crit monster just like Lily. I've also heard that she struggles a lot in early game, which doesn't really matter since we're all getting babysat until level 65. That's when we have to start farming actual gears on our own. Since she has the biggest booba before Lee Nabi, she also deserves an S+. And the person that I follow on YouTube for SoulWorker Guide is really good and is a Iris main. Iris deserves an S+. Chi. She's the first character I picked in global servers. She was my first pick because she has a katana and I'm a weeaboo. And I thought that her playstyle would be like Longsword from Monster Hunter or similar since she has a katana. And anime portrays katanas to be really cool, so that's why I picked her as well. Before level 65 and below, I didn't know how to cycle her skills, and her skills were bugged. A lot of them were bugged, so it wasn't proccing correctly as well up until last 2 weeks ago once they patched her or fixed her, which her skills are working correctly as intended now. I enjoy her, but I have to think, or I need to cycle in a certain way so that I don't lose my life. But she can go from like 20% HP to 100% in like no time. I used to like Haru more. I like going unga bunga with dual swords like Kirito. Since she is my first pick, she also gets an S+. Oh, I just realized Epnel's not in the tier list. Well, let's talk about her anyway. Epnel. From what I've heard from a lot of people, she does the most damage at the moment, but I think that would be subjective, I think. From what I've seen so far, there's a lot of Fnls compared to any other characters in game. That alone, I think she deserves an S+. Just imagine Fnls here. So yeah, tier list is everyone's an S+. Pick whichever is fun and whichever will help you grind easier or gives you the best time. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.